Lateral ankle sprains generally continue to increase swelling over the first 48 hours and then slowly decrease.
Hi, so here's our story. I am a former volleyball player, current coach, and I have a daughter who also plays volleyball. She is an offensive player, and unfortunately that game can be susceptible to injuries, and in the last 18 months she has injured her ankle 4 times. 3 of those were on the court. So as you can imagine, I'm looking for all types of different alternative ways or new types of techniques to help reduce that swelling to get her back on the court quickly, and was really interested when I found ActivMend. So 24 hours after her most recent injury, swelling went down significantly, and then a couple days later the swelling was completely gone. And because she's been injured a number of times for that ankle, like there were some swelling pockets that had a really hard time kind of reducing. So super exciting to see that. So I'm a huge proponent of this product already. It got her back on the court quickly, which us parents out there that have athletic kids know that getting back on the court or the field, whatever your sport is, safely is number one, but the time that it takes to heal is that time. And so getting those players back out there physically when they're ready is really great also for their confidence. We also used this product on our son who sprained his finger. He's a quarterback, and the swelling went down again, just like overnight, pretty magic. So we are a big believer in this product. I have it in my house now all the time. Super happy that we found it, and hope that you try it out. Don't think you'll be disappointed. Thanks.
So I am a doctor of physical therapy, and while away on a trip, my husband sprained his ankle really bad. We are very active. He had actually run 7 miles earlier that day and decided to play some basketball and ended up getting a high-grade ankle sprain. Immediately, his ankle started to swell. You could see the swelling immediately. He never used any crutches, even though he probably should have, but again, we were out of town, so our resources were limited. By the time we got home that very next day, I did put on an ActivMend patch immediately and also used the tape to secure the patches around his ankle and a compression stocking. After 24 hours, the swelling in his ankle had decreased dramatically. He started at about 54 centimeters in his ankle, and in 24 hours it was down to 52 centimeters. So I was very surprised at how quickly the ActivMend patches worked and how fast they worked to really start his recovery. Usually as a physical therapist, when I see patients, it usually is a week or 2 after their injury occurred. So it was very surprising for me to see how quickly his swelling was able to reduce in just 1 day. Usually when my patients come in 1 or 2 weeks post-injury, their swelling would still look the way his foot looked day 1. So to really be able to start his recovery quicker by using the ActivMend patches was a great help. He's walking around a lot better now, able to go down the stairs normally, and will be going back to his normal activities pretty soon. So I would highly recommend the ActivMend patches at home to really kickstart your recovery before you're able to get into your doctor or physical therapist.
8 days ago, I severely sprained my ankle playing a game of pickup basketball. The moment that it happened, I thought it was broken immediately, but I was able to put some weight on it and found out that it swelled up pretty bad, and I thought I probably won't be able to run or do anything active for at least 2 to 3 months. We were on vacation, so I went and put ice on it and wrapped it up, elevation, did all the things that I know to do as a former athlete, and the swelling remained until we got home. When we got home, we put on the ActivMend patches, and I wrapped my ankle and put on a compression sock, and 24 hours later, the swelling had went down more than half. So we repeated the process for 3 more days, and on that 4th day, I was able to get my mobility back. The swelling had almost all went down. I had better range of motion. I was able to wiggle my toes. I was able to walk more normal. I was just blown away at how quickly I was able to recover, especially considering that initially I thought I may have broken my ankle. So thankful for how the patches were able to aid in my recovery and help speed up the recovery process.
So my daughter rolled her ankle pretty bad playing soccer. So we used the ActivMend gel pads, and at 24 hours when we took them off to change them, it was unbelievable and remarkable to see how much the swelling had gone down. Originally when we put the pads on, you could not see her ankle bone, and when we took the pads off to rechange them, you could clearly see her ankle bone, and she was able to step up on her toes. So highly recommend the product. It's truly amazing what we've seen it done for the swelling and just her overall recovery.
Using ActivMend for about 2 days now on my high ankle sprain, and I have been able to report less swelling, less bruising, along with being able to return to play.
So tell me how you sprained your ankle.
Well, nothing that exciting. I was carrying load off stairs, and the last step I think was taller than the previous one. I misjudged it with the load. I tried to make sure the load doesn't fall, but the load didn't fall, but my foot twisted.
So did it hurt?
Oh yes, I mean I could feel it in the first second that something's not right. Then I went and sat down, and then I think within 15 minutes it swelled like a golf ball.
Yeah.
In that area, which is the right foot. And then I think within an hour it had swelled, so we had to go to urgent care, got it x-rayed. They gave the boot, and they said, well, wait till Monday for somebody to call you for the next appointment. That's what happened.
So then it swelled that night.
Yeah.
You swelled, and then so tell me how so it was swelling. Then tell me you were using the ActivMend and how it changed it.
Yeah, so it swelled. You could feel the swelling. I mean, there's one thing you can see the swelling. Like you could even feel the swelling. You literally feel your foot has become a balloon. So it was great that I somehow next day managed to find ActivMend and put it on the feet. And then I think overnight I slept in that. It was pretty comfortable. It felt like cool in there, at least that's what I felt. And the next morning it started going down quite dramatically. So I've been using it second day, and now it's gone down even more. And I don't, right on the first day I could not, I felt you can feel the swelling go down. It doesn't feel swelled, and it doesn't look swelled as well. And today I don't feel swelled at all. And it's almost back to normal. Remember, I did not use it at once. I was supposed to use it within a few hours of the injury. I used it, I think, 24 hours later. So it wasn't the optimal use, but despite that, I think excellent results. I'm very, very happy with it.
So let's say that you're talking to someone who doesn't believe it actually works because there's nothing out there that affects swelling tremendously. What would you say to them?
I think what you need to do is look at data. So I think you have information from people who have used it at once, and now for folks like me who have used it after 24 hours. It does work. I mean, there's no two ways to do it. I didn't put ice on it. I didn't take any ibuprofen. So for me, it was a pure case of not seeing it improve, and then after putting it, a dramatic improvement. Though it's an N of 1 according to me, but it's a pretty powerful N. And I have unfortunately been through a couple ankle injuries through many years. So I know how much, I mean, I can literally feel it when I know I have an injury. So I can attest to it that this works significantly better than whatever I've done. I've done all sorts of treatment: ice, cold, ibuprofen, put in a cast. So I can compare to various treatment. This works excellent.
Thank you.